All right, America, I have a proposition for every patriotic American. I don't care about your political views or the way you vote. I want you to make America greater than she has ever been. For you personally and for every American. And here's how I want you to do it. I want you to reduce your spending by $50 every week from now for an entire year. Do not pay out a penny of that. Do not use it even for emergencies. As far as you're concerned, once you put it into your lockbox or wherever your hiding place is, it does not exist for at least a year from the date that you put it in. Then at the end of that one full year, I want you to go out and take out 30%. Put it into some kind of retirement plan or bank, or just use it to celebrate. But for a whole year, you're not to put it in a bank or credit union. You're not to spend it on groceries, healthcare, even medical emergencies. Nothing. That money, for all intents and purposes, are gone. It's gone. Now, why so harsh? You can't even use it for an emergency. Why? We have to take billions of dollars out of our economy. We must take possibly $1 trillion or more out of our economy. We need to do it by every single American participating in this. And what will we get? We will get the best government and the best corporatocracy or corporations working with every American than we have ever seen. We will make history on a level that humans and humanity has never witnessed. Now, you might think, well, how is that the case? Well, I'm going to tell you. Most of our government and most of our corporations around the globe, not all, but most, their money is their God. They don't care about Jesus, Allah, Abraham or whatever, or how many gods you may have if you're Buddhist or Hindu. They don't care about any God. Their money is their God. Their money is their gods. You are not important to any of them. You are a dollar sign. And I will prove it. We are not called Americans. We are not called citizens. If you listen very carefully and you look at the New York Times or, the Wall Street Journal, whatever, or even regular news reports, they talk about the gross domestic product, and a lot of times they say consumer spending, meaning you, meaning me. We are not called Americans. We are not called citizens. We are called consumers. So if we reduce our consumption by $50 a person per week, that's millions and then billions and then hundreds of billions of dollars. I promise you at that point, both parties will listen to everything you have to say, whether they agree with it or not. Trump will stand down so quickly, and so will every Democrat and Republican. We, the people, of by and for the people. You know what? Those lobbyists and those trillionaires and billionaires and everybody that essentially pays off members of Congress, they'll be ignored because we have a gang of over 314 million Americans. Our gang is a big mofo gang, right? Excuse me for the profanity. We have a huge gang. And if every American participates, $50 less per week times 314 million per week. Get the big picture now? Who do you think they're going to listen to? The gang of 314 million? Let's reduce that. Let's just say there's 7 million super wealthy people that are in the lobbyists and corporations that are able to get the ear of the presidents and the congressmen and women. So we have a gang of 307 million Americans. Now, why should you reduce by $50 a week? Do you consider yourself a patriot? Have you ever celebrated the 4th of July, also known as Independence Day, Memorial Day? You ever had a cookout? Do you love yourself? Do you love your children? If any of those answers are yes, even one, you reduce and you keep that money. You don't let anybody have it for any reason. Consider that money almost like trash. You put it in there, it's almost garbage to you for at least 1 year. You do this, and we will have every government on this planet on their knees begging us. Even though we only live in America, America's economy pretty much runs the world, the planet, the world. And even China will be begging us to change our ways. And I have nothing against any government, trust me. But when they do wrong, I am legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially their worst nightmare that they will never wake up from. Because I am legal, peaceful, calm most of the time, and ethical. Now you're going to have to make a decision. Do you really want a better life? Do you really want to make America greater than she's ever been? Or are you an unpatriotic, lying, deceptful non-American? What you don't do, or what you do, is going to make the decision of what you really are. Reduce by $50 and share this with everybody on the planet, and I promise you, you will have abundance. You're going to have to work for it, but you will have it. I am Albert Torcaso, and I approve of this message because it's time that America is actually run and governed by the people. It's time of, by, and for the people. I am Albert Torcaso, 412-559-2731, and I'm fighting for you. God bless America.